final batter of yesterday's game. High fly ball, right field and deep. Luke is back on the track. See ya! A huge home run for Ben Rice as the Yankees take a 5-4 lead.
The Yankees win a squeaker north of the border thanks to Ben Rice and company. Anthony Volpe did his best to boot this game. And is Aaron Judge hurt after a throw in right field tonight? We've got highlights. We got Aaron Boone's post-game press conference. That and much more right here on New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports Talk for sports nuts.
Well, the Yankees win a squeaker in Toronto, and they did everything in their power to boot it away. But in the beginning of the game, the New York Yankees showed up with some power, and that's exactly what they need. The Yankees never give themselves run support, as you see Jazz with the home run. They never give themselves run support early in games, and they're always playing from behind. And guess what? Without the two huge comebacks this season, they're 2-34 when they're down by 3 runs. So when the Yankees get off the mat early against a guy like Max Scherzer, and especially aces like Max Scherzer, even though he's in his 40s, he still knows how to pitch. And usually guys like that, the only time you can get to them is in the first inning when they're not going right, because you saw what happened after the 3-run home run. Max Scherzer shut it down. And another guy that shut it down, maybe the past meets the future tonight with Killer Cam Schlittler taking the bump for the New York Yankees. And I got to admit, he did everything the Yankees asked. He got 5 innings, and he only let up 2 earned runs with 90 pitches. And this guy, you can tell, with his 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and then he throws his 86-mile-an-hour slider, batters really don't know what to do in the box with him. And especially, they say he's deceiving because he is so tall and his release point is so close to home plate. They feel like he's on top of them. So when that 100-mile-an-hour fastball does come over the plate, batters say that it seems even faster. So that is what Cam Schlittler brings to the table. But what I bring to the table is a question for you right here on New York Minute. That's NEWYRKMIN on Instagram. Would you put Killer Cam in a trade during the deadline, or do you want to hold on to this guy because you think he's the future? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate the support you've been giving me here on the Yankees postgame report, and it's been a doozy, guys. You've been watching like crazy, and I appreciate it. But you know what I don't appreciate? Is Anthony Volpe's defense. Again tonight in the 6th inning this time, not the curse of the 5th inning.
God! I'm not gonna yell, I'm not gonna scream, but Volpe throws it in the dirt again? Oh my God!
Anthony Volpe throws one in the dirt that Ben Rice can't scoop up, and it extends the inning where Tim Hill gives up a run. And once again, it's not Tim Hill's fault. Then Anthony Volpe moves into sole place of the most errors of any positional player in all of Major League Baseball. Some people say he's hurt. Some people say he's just got the yips. Whatever it is, Anthony Volpe needs to be benched, folks. He has, whatever it is, he needs to get his mind right. Either he needs to go down to AAA, he needs to take 3 games off on the bench, or we need to trade him at the deadline. But apparently, from Buster Only, the reports are for Anthony Volpe would be a bag of bananas in return for Anthony Volpe because he has no trade value. So I see a lot in the comments right here on New York Minute Sports Show on YouTube. I see a lot of people saying trade Volpe. Guess what? You can't trade him. He has no trade value because he almost has 0 value to the Yankees. You know what the ability that Anthony Volpe has? He has availability. And I know that's a big ability. He shows up every day. And Oswaldo Parraza is not a major league player. He is what they call a quadruple A player. He's a little bit above a triple A player. And now you got Spencer Jones blowing up triple A. So we don't know if they're going to bring him up, and the moves are going to be coming, folks, because This was a big divisional win tonight. It was almost a must win. And you saw that it was a must win from the managerial moves of Aaron Boone, using high leverage guys like Lou Weaver and Devin Williams, but we'll get to that. We got Cody Bellinger with the home run, panning the stats, and Cody Bellinger has been a godsend for this team. Wherever you need him to play, he plays. Wherever you need him to hit in the lineup, he hits. And by the way, I don't care what you say. The Yankees started to go right when they went 7-3 in the last 10 games. They started to go right in the beginning of those 7 wins when they had a consistent lineup, a batting order that they can rely on, folks. I don't care what you do. It's 162 games. These guys are creatures of habit, and you need to fall into a pattern, because that's what wins championships. Knowing where guys sit in the lineup and sit in the order, and you see Cam Schlittler getting Kirk to pop out, and Kirk's been a thorn in our side all season, and that's exactly what the Yankees and the doctor ordered for the Yankees today. But then you have this play with Oswaldo Parraza misplaying the game at third. I know it was a hot shot, but this is where the bad defense runs into. Brian Cashman had every opportunity to address second base and third base. Gleyber Torres led the All-Star game this year at second base. Why did you let him walk out the door for $11 million? I don't know. I'm still scratching my head. Then you do not address the third base situation with a guy like Alex Bregman that we could have got, because all you had to do was throw money at the situation. And then you have Oswaldo Cabrera off the bench before he got hurt, because he's a bench player. He's not an everyday player. I mean, does the front office not know this shit or what? You had this problem before the season started. It's still a problem now. You had sloppy defense problems. It's a problem now. You had sloppy defense problems in the World Series, and you still have them now. All I heard was when we didn't get Juan Soto and we got Max Fried in the pivot, was mitigating runs and defensive saves and stops. Guess what? That's not happening with the New York Yankees right now. They're not getting defensive stops. They're not getting defensive saves. And Anthony Volpe is the largest culprit on this team, leading the majors in errors at his position. And it prolongs. It takes the wind out of pitchers' sails when you have defensive guys behind you that cannot and will not field the position. Because this team, Toronto, is way too good and is way, way too scrappy. Listen, man, Toronto's not going anywhere. We're going to see them in September. But let's see if we can hear from Aaron Boone in the post-game press conference.
He got him. First of all, felt like he got him right away. But, the job's not done. They got the meat of the order coming up. But you feel like at that point, we got the ball to Devin. So, if we don't take the lead there, I probably run.
And you know what? The Yankees did go 7-3 in 10 games without Ben Rice doing much of the production. So with Ben Rice turning the corner, it seems like, and having what might be a hot end to his July, would lift this team up dramatically and make them even more dangerous at the plate. Scoring runs is not the Yankees' problem. Shooting themselves in the foot is the Yankees' problem. Them choosing on a dartboard how they are going to lose games tonight, whether it's the bullpen, whether it's errors at shortstop, whether it's sloppy base running, whether it's not producing or manufacturing runs, that's what the Yankees have been doing. So the Yankees need to get right, and tonight they did. And that's what you saw with Weaver in the 8th. You had Williams close out the game, and you had their high-end guys produce tonight like Cody Bellinger and Ben Rice. That is a formula for winning, especially in rough environments like the Rogers Center in Toronto.
On Hammy again through the 9th, and then keep Devin for extras. But, obviously a big swing, big blow, and finally get one up here north of the border this year.
You mentioned Devin closing things out, but what did you think of the job Weaver did getting you some extra outs there in a pinch?
And you know what? I've been saying it on this show ad nauseum. 7, 8, 9 should be Tim Hill. It should be Weaver and Williams. That's it until further notice. Because Jonathan Loáisiga got into this game tonight.
Oh boy. Jonathan, I blow the game. Oh my God, you gotta be shitting me. It's like clockwork. Oh my God, that was supposed to be a joke. This is reality. This is reality from the errors and the shitty play. Ah!
And completely did not waste time in blowing the game like he usually does. Jonathan Loizaga and Ian Hamilton are liabilities and cannot be trusted anymore. They need to be put into the bottom of the bullpen. But guess what? In the rubber match tomorrow night, they are going to wreak their evil heads because Williams and Weaver probably will not be available. And this is going to be a tough game for the Yankees to win. And good thing their ace with the healed hand and the blisters is coming back. Max Fried might have a little rust from the long layoff, but if you want a guy, the stopper, as I like to call him, who's 7-3 in his career after losses, and guess what? In series wins, he's 10-1. So that's the stat that I'm paying attention tomorrow for Max Fried.
Yeah, really good. I mean, 5 outs, 30 pitches, I felt like he was throwing good. And I just feel like I didn't want to keep extending him. I felt like he was, lost a little bit of command there at the very end, but a lot of big pitches by him.
Did you have a conversation with him asking him if he could get one more, or?
No, I was pretty convicted on it, but I just wanted to, I know obviously Springer had some success against him last time, and I was just like, this is more about just, kind of being at the end of the line and felt like Hammy was the right call there.
It's a very tough offense over there for just his second major league start. What did you think of the job Schlittler did navigating through that?
Yeah, it was good. You really see his stuff play. He walked a few guys while throwing a lot of strikes. So that was, so that's the one part he probably likes to have back. But to give us 5 strong innings there, put us in position to win, I thought he was really good. And after not pitching.
And this ump was not pitcher friendly tonight, and there was a lot of pitches. Well, Max Scherzer complains about all pitches that are balls, but even Schlittler was getting squeezed in the opening innings. There was about 3 or 4 balls that were strikes that Wells looked back at the umpire at one point. So just like Boone threw a little side shade right there, saying, hey, he threw strikes while walking guys. So that means that the umpire was messing up. So I hope you guys caught that one.
Now for whatever, it's been 10 days or whatever. I didn't feel like there was any rust or anything, and you really see his stuff play.
Facing Guerrero with the bases loaded in the second inning there, how significant do you think that was getting out of that?
Yeah, yes, but like the one thing that strikes me about Cam is his confidence and his trust in what he's doing out there, and he feels he's got stuff to handle you. And I mean, a couple outstanding catches. He's mad at the first ball that he doesn't get to, that coming in, like that he probably had no chance of making. But I mean, he's just such a good defender wherever you put him, and obviously, a couple doubles and the homer. Another big night for him.
How much of a win is it to go in here, considering the division, considering how well they're playing?
Yeah, I mean, yes, it feels good. To not have 2 trips here and not having pulled one off.
There you go. You got the Aaron Boone post-game interview, and we got that every night right here on New York Minute Sports with the Yankees post-game report. And the Yankees needed this one. It was a must-win tonight, especially with the rookie pitcher going on the hill, and the Yankees pull it out. And remember, guys, you can check us out on New York Minute. That's NEWYRKMIN right here on YouTube, and also by the same moniker on Instagram. Also, if you like our other stuff, check out the end cards. And remember, it's New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. And if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Bye.